Good morning, everyone. It's your pre-market update here for January 7th. Interesting open per usual here. We're starting off the year with some interesting gap ups. This is a chart here of yesterday's SPY action. We ended up closing off a 10-handle dump at the close around like a little under 200 on the SPY. And this was after a sort of end of day rally. Pre-market here, we're already looking to open up where we sort of ended that rally in the afternoon yesterday. Okay, so we are looking at some gap ups across the board. Banks are starting to look a little bit better. You can see Citigroup gapping up to about 51. 40 here after seeing a low of 50.60. We take a look at Apple right under that 107 area where she rallied to yesterday. This could be a possible long off the open. You can see this for the past 10 days here, or even for the past month. It's been quite the sell-off here from 114, so you could see some action here. Okay, if we go across to some other names, let's get back to this 1 minute. We go across some other names, Wells Fargo, some of the other banks here are looking okay. We're seeing gaps across the board here. Twitter, which had an explosive 7% move yesterday. This one's also gapping up. Not as much as you'd expect. You figure at some point this thing's going to hit 40 bucks. So if you can catch a dip on this and swing it out, maybe a couple of weeks here, go for that move through 40 bucks. I think this is probably a pretty good trade. GoPro held up pretty well during all the selling, so it's just been sitting up here around 65, 66. This could be an interesting long idea if the market does shoot to back to 202 on the SPY, so you might see 70 bucks out of this, so keep this one in mind. As well as the other social media names. I mean, I was still looking to swing this Facebook, but I still want to wait to see if she can hang on to 77, hang on to 78. It's going to be very important for long traders to see if the SPY can retest and hold that 202 area. Okay, so if we go back to, let's say, 10 days here, we see the sell-off from 208. We see them kind of hold up at 202 here. Here comes the drop. If we come back to 202, and hold here, that could signal the float back up to all-time highs and possibly through. Okay, so plenty of longs here on the table if that is the case. Plenty of dip buys to go for. Remember, though, today you have FOMC coming out at 2 o'clock. And we've had some pretty volatile sessions thus far. It is possible they chop us up a lot. So I'm thinking activity today is going to be pretty difficult, both on the long and short side. They kind of rip the heads off of both directional sides here before the FOMC comes out. So I'd be very cautious of any directional positions you take that have a longer, let's say, lifespan than, a half an hour to an hour. Another long trade I'm looking at is Baidu. This thing held up well, pretty good too. Back over 222.5. If I see this thing back over 224, I want to take a long back up to 230. So I'll probably be watching that stock this morning. Some stocks that are in the news here. This GMCR has a decent gap up. I think it's planning to buy some company. I'm not sure what the news is. You can check the article that's posted along with this. It's got some info on that. And then this JCP. Pretty interesting gap up here. And then again, check the news here on the post. They said something about fourth quarter comparable sales will be at the top end of forecast range. And again, this stock is dead, though. You look at this thing for the past couple of years here. This thing has just been trickling down. But interesting gap up this morning nonetheless. All right, so that's it for your pre-market update, guys. I will see you in the chat.